Hey guys, my name is Nick and welcome to Watch This Now. The Sinner is wrapping up its third season and we've made it all the way to the penultimate episode. Good for us. But if you have not been checking out my other videos on the episodes in this season, please do that because it's been a whole lot of fun getting here. Not really. It's been crazy. This season has been, I've had thoughts, but I'm done going over the synopsis because we gotta get right into this episode. I am sorry about this blown out background. I keep trying to find good times to film and it's just not happening, so we're going with it. The episode begins with Detective Harry Ambrose having some nightmare visions that he's at this Thanksgiving dinner and his dad won't come out of the bathroom to symbolize how his dad will not enter his life ever. And then he also has these weird visions of like his time as a child, and it seems that his mother would overfeed him and then force him to throw up. I mean, this is what I come to the Sinner for. That out of nowhere disturbing shit. Jamie digs up Ambrose and pulls him out of the grave, and I immediately had flashbacks to Serpent in the Rainbow. I'm like, do not bury him, he is not dead. The two of them go to Ambrose's place so that they can clean up and collect themselves, and Jamie is explaining this is why he had to do that to Ambrose. He had to bury him alive so that he could be pushed to the limit so that he could, I don't know, like, confront his inner demons. And it's just like, yeah, you know, if you split your wrist, you'll probably start thinking about your mortality real fast. But, so Jamie heads out, he's like, I gotta go quit my job. And it's like, you were fired 2 episodes, Jamie, just stop. But we find out after he leaves that Ambrose has been recording this entire conversation on his phone. Good for you, Ambrose. Don't take any more of Jamie's shit, alright? We're ready for this to be over. Ambrose goes to his partner with the recording and hands it over and says, like, I want you to handle this. I don't want to be a part of this investigation anymore. I've become way too close to it. You handle it. So then Jamie is at the school resigning, which again, I'm just like, they told you to, like, leave and never come back. Plot conveniences. Real annoying. But then immediately the cops come in and they arrest Jamie, and it's like, this whole scene was just set up to have some dramatic Jamie gets arrested scene, and it's like, that could have happened on the street, in the parking lot of a grocery store. This is just dumb. I just don't think that this show is as deep as it thinks it is anymore, which is the biggest bummer. The timeline here doesn't completely add up to me because it's like Jamie was going straight to the school from Ambrose's place, and Ambrose had to go to the police station to talk to his partner to then send the cops up to. I don't really think that lines up, but who cares? Whatever. We're over it at this point. Ambrose hangs out with lady friend Sonia and lets her in on some of the developments of the investigation to sort of put her mind at ease because she's like, I'm sure Jamie's gonna try and kill me any one of these days now, but she is telling Ambrose, hey, look, you need some help. And it's like, yes, Sonia, he was having vision quest nightmares while buried alive. But no, Ambrose is such a big, tough man. Who needs psychological intervention when you can obsess over murders? But then Ambrose sees the painting that Sonia is making of Jamie and she has to explain to him what that's all about. And they get into a bit of an argument, but you know that they'll be back together by the end of the next episode. Jamie's wife Lila goes to visit him in jail with their lawyer, and she takes a moment to try and be like, listen, you know that you feel guilty for a reason. Like, you need to just go to jail and like work this out because you did something wrong. You know, you murdered 2 people. So like, you kind of have to go to jail. And Jamie is just trying to run. He just wants to be able to get out, and they are not seeing eye to eye here. Ambrose also comes to visit, and he tries to apologize for the way that things went down, like, hey, sorry I had to have you arrested, it's my job. But Jamie doesn't so much care about Ambrose's opinion because he spits in his face. It is so rude. Then we go to court where Ambrose is testifying against Jamie, and it seems like Jamie is just plain screwed right off the bat because he is, again, the murderer of 2 people. But then Jamie's lawyer shows up and is starting to question Ambrose, and he pretty much lays out their entire bizarre relationship. And he's like, did you guys go partying in the city? Did you get buried alive together? Did you do that? And Ambrose is like, well, technically, that is a yes. And the judge is just like, tell me more. So Jamie makes bail and gets out of jail before his sentencing. So he immediately tries to go visit Lila at their home, where they have a police officer stationed outside, like, ready for this. And she's like, get off the lawn. But then Lila comes out to talk to Jamie anyway, and she starts crying, and she's like, you gotta go. Like, I'm sorry, we're done here. We are done. And once again, Lila gets the award for best human in the Sinner because Everyone else kind of sucks at this point. Jamie gets a hotel room where he has a vision of Nick there with him cutting his hair, and really just Jamie cuts his hair because he's probably gonna try and make a run for it and not end up in jail, because he is not the substantive character that we thought he was from the beginning. But he goes and talks to the student of his that he was trying to help but also screwing over throughout this season. She comes to visit him outside of his hotel and they go for a walk, and I was thinking for a moment he is gonna try and kill this chick, but he doesn't. They just have a talk. He sees that he was completely wrong about the entire situation with her, but it doesn't seem to have a single effect on him, which is why I'm like, why did we need this entire student-teacher relationship in this season? It was only for convenient plot purposes per episode, and now when it's coming to an end, we're like, well, we didn't need that. So Lila, being once again the best person and clearly done with Jamie, she goes to the police and speaks with them and gives him up. She's like, he admitted to the murders. He totally told me about it, and I will testify against him. So Jamie is screwed, but he doesn't really care, because the next thing we see is the police chief out on the golf course, golfing all alone. He's like, super alone on this entire golf course. Like, listen, I understand golf courses are big, but usually you're either golfing with someone or there's someone nearby enough to see what is about to happen next, because Jamie is stuck in this man, and he shows up, grabs a golf club right out from under him, and just beats this man. I'm assuming he kills him because the episode ends right there, but there we have it, Jamie the villain. Listen, this is what is upsetting to me about this show. If you watched the first season, then you probably became fascinated with Jessica Biel's character Cora and the way that Ambrose interacted with her and the way they came to a conclusion at the end. It was very interesting. There was nuance. It was a very good season. In this season, we have this entire story based around Jamie, and it feels like as we come to the end from what they have shown of this last episode, it looks like they've just tried to turn Jamie into a murderous villain. And as opposed to the why done it storyline that brought us into this show in the first place in previous seasons, this has devolved into a generic thriller where we're just worried about who is Jamie gonna try and kill next? What is Jamie gonna do next? It's why I said he's been reduced from a substantive character, because in the beginning he seemed to be wrestling with all of his inner demons, and that just quickly became irrelevant as he's now trying to just kill people that pisses him off. It is not earned, it's unfortunate, and I'm not liking where this season is ending, but we still have one episode left, so I'm looking forward to seeing what happens, how it all is wrapped up. Kind of looking forward to it being done. But hey, what did you guys think of The Sinner so far? Don't forget to like, share this video with your friends, subscribe to watch this now. And that's all for this video, but I won't stop you from watching another.